on the back of your program. On behalf of the faculty and board of directors of Scottsdale Preparatory Academy, I welcome you to our second annual commencement ceremony. We are here today to mark these graduates' successful completion of the 4-year course of studies as prescribed to them by Scottsdale Preparatory Academy and the state of Arizona. This cohort has been a special one indeed, many of them with us since the first days of Scottsdale Prep, and we cherish their journey throughout these 5 years. We, the assembled faculty of Scottsdale Preparatory Academy, are here with only one purpose: to attest to the worthiness of these candidates to receive their diplomas. For the past 5 years, we have watched them learn through the most valuable kind of education, the discussion of great books and ideas. And in that course of study, we have demanded of them persistence, diligence, and integrity. I now present these candidates to those assembled here, and to ask that the governors of the Academy bestow upon them their graduation honors. Seniors, through your perseverance, you have adopted the rich legacy of many centuries and cultivated it as your own. If cultural inheritance were a melody, you have now grasped its form, its beauty, and its voice, and you are now charged with harmonizing it. The journey has been arduous, but in the end, your education will not invoke you to simply reiterate history mundanely, but to ascend beyond it and to put its vision into our world. Scholars today have remarked that we may be on the verge of an age which requires just that sort of vision, such great ideas so as to solve the complex issues of our time and create new and sustaining institutions, the kinds of ideas and solutions that will rival even those of our founding fathers. But before we charge you with taking this light out into the world, it is important to reflect on your labors this special evening. It will always be a tradition here at the Academy for leading representatives of each class to address the assembly in the graduation ceremony. To begin, we would like Mr. Corey Malkin, salutatorian, to speak to this assembly. Corey?
Thank you, Ms. Cheney. Ladies and gentlemen, proud parents and grandparents, siblings here, perhaps not of their own will, and graduates of 2013. It is an honor to be presenting tonight as salutatorian to Scottsdale Preparatory Academy's second graduating class. When I sat down to compose this speech, I couldn't decide whether or not to be funny, serious, or inspirational, so I decided to go with all three. However, the greatest difficulty I faced while drafting this speech was not the creating a thesis or finding quotes to support my ideas. In fact, this may be the first time in the last 4 years I haven't struggled to find them. No, the greatest difficulty was attempting to fit 4 life-altering years onto just a few sheets of paper in less than 1,000 words. I'd like to start off by thanking the many significant individuals that have guided us on our high school journey. To all of our Humane Letters teachers for taking the time and teaching us how to have an intelligent and meaningful conversation. to our biology, physics, and chemistry teachers for teaching us the significance of understanding the world and just how amazing life really is, to our language teachers for immersing us in foreign cultures and broadening our perspective, to our fine arts teachers for showing us the beauty in music, art, poetry, and drama, to Mr. Chancellor for walking us and sometimes dragging us through all 4 years of math, from Euclid's Elements to advanced calculus and computer programming. And a special thanks to Ms. McConnett, not only for helping us apply to colleges, but for me personally finding the time to spend long hours preparing my ideas for my senior thesis, even with beautiful baby Charlotte on the way. This list of Scottsdale Prep faculty we ought to thank, and our experience with them could go on for quite some time. But tonight, we are here to recognize the achievement of the seniors who have worked so hard to be where they are today. For many of you graduates present tonight, this marks the 5th and final year on your journey together. Being a part of the group that joined the race a little ways through, I can only speculate as to what the wide-eyed, bustling collection of 8th graders were like when they first walked onto that old campus. For you now. This wonderful group I've had the honor to grow with over these high school years, this wonderful, mature group of young adults. In case some of you were unable to register that last statement, I will say again with confidence, young adults. As many of you know, we began this race with far more than those who sit before you today. Yes, we have had our share of casualties, but Shakespeare knew all too well of our circumstances when he penned Henry V's famous line, "The fewer men, the greater share of honor." And that honor we share today is truly remarkable. And as a result, the camaraderie our class shares remains unparalleled. From the field to the stage, from the concerts to the discussions, although perhaps camaraderie isn't always the correct description there. From attempting to explain what Hegel means by world spirit in Dr. Thoreau's compelling humane letters class, to discovering beauty in Mozart's Requiem, these young men and women have pulled together and created a level of bonding that one certainly could never experience in any other school setting. Our time at Scottsdale Prep similarly represents just a single point along our own journeys, which are far, far from over. As we well know, learning is a process that can never be finished. To borrow from our beloved Mr. Chancellor, infinity is not a destination, it's a journey that lasts forever. But nonetheless, we have been given perhaps one of the greatest gifts that we could receive, learning how to learn for ourselves, and even more importantly, with others. And our journeys have included many, many wonderful unifying events, such as the senior trip, school dances, art shows, prom, sports competitions, and the many on that list, I'm proud to say, language arts feasts, pulling a play together at the last minute with the unwavering confidence of Miss Moon, gathering around Michael Grauske yesterday to congratulate him on his last-minute acceptance to the Air Force Academy, emailing Miss McConnett about transcripts the day before a college application was due, applying to college for that matter, because nothing unifies people better than a common enemy. And speaking of that, the SATs and ACTs, and so the list continues. But perhaps even more prominent than the rest, the senior thesis and its defense, the crown jewel of our accomplishments at SPA that only a handful of high school students in the country have even risen to such a great height of personal achievement. But besides all that, you may ask the question along the lines of, how do some events even contribute in a significant way to our growth as a student? Events such as Austin disappearing in Ms. Corliss's chemistry class and reappearing 15 minutes later carrying a microwave and an astonished look on his face. Watching Franco appear on stage as perhaps the least sober character in every play. Charlie and Diego getting their groove on with the street dancers in Philly. Putting on a space opera, with lightsaber duels of course, or an old-time Western production of Alcestis in 11th grade humane letters. Walking across the street to the church every day at that old campus for class. 9th grade biology dissections, that's as far as I'll go with that one. Or Mr. Garrett literally walking on top of our homework. I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. Even though these may not seem to add to our academic journey, they are all crucial to our development. Because when you only look back at our accomplishments, you simply view a resume. When you look back at those accomplishments along with the little things, the seemingly insignificant happenings in our lives, you view a developing person, a growing individual, a beautiful life. Our journeys at Scottsdale Prep have given us at times memories of strife and hardship, but infinitely more so memories of friendship, love, kindness to cherish for a lifetime. Scottsdale Prep has provided us with a cornerstone in our lives, unlike any other, with the relationships we have made here. But we will all be parting very soon. We will no longer have a home among each other at Scottsdale Prep. So tonight, I would like to leave you with a farewell address from the end of Paradise Lost, when Gabriel, similarly, Adam must leave his home in the Garden of Eden. Gabriel advises, add deeds to thy knowledge answerable, add faith, add virtue, patience, temperance, add love. Then wilt thou not loathe to leave this paradise, but shalt possess a paradise within thee, happier far. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you, Corey. The teachers have also selected one graduate to speak on behalf of the seniors, a student who stands as both a model of intellectual excellence and character. She has embraced her time here and excelled in every aspect of the Academy's liberal arts curriculum and in co-curricular activities. Ms. Victoria Woner will be attending Barrett Honors College at Arizona State, where she will study chemistry. Her thesis, titled On the Development of Mentorship, aptly describes the path she has led at Scottsdale Prep. She is a central figure in her senior class and has consistently demonstrated grace and determination throughout her years at the Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Victoria Woner.
Administration, faculty, parents, families, and our dear friends, thank you for being here with us tonight to share in this special celebration. As we prepare to face the challenges ahead, I would like to take a brief moment to reflect upon some of the lessons we have shared, express our appreciation for those who played an integral role in that process, and emphasize how we must carry those lessons with us as we begin our new adventure. While we have certainly had our have also been difficult. Together